Linear equation in one variable. A linear equation in one variable can be written in the form ax plus b equals 0, where a and b are real numbers and a does not equal 0. Now, if we're given a linear equation in one variable, we're going to use algebra to solve it. The following steps are used to manipulate an equation and isolate the unknown variable, so that the last line reads x equals a value, if the x is the unknown. There is no set order as the steps used depend on what is given. Number 1, we may add, subtract, multiply, or divide an equation by a number or an expression as long as we do the same thing to both sides of the equal sign. Note that we cannot divide by 0. Number 2, we apply the distributive property as needed. A times b plus c is the same thing as multiplying a times b plus a times c. Number 3, we isolate the variable on one side of the equation. Number 4, when the variable is multiplied by a coefficient in the final stage, multiply both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of the coefficient. So for example number 1, we solve an equation in one variable. Solving the equation 2x plus 7 equals 19. Now this equation can be written in the form ax plus b equals 0, so by subtracting 19 from both sides. However, we may proceed to solve the equation in its original form by performing algebraic operations. So the first step is we want to be able to isolate the variable x, meaning get x by itself. So we need to subtract 7 to both sides because 7 and 19 can be combined together. So if we subtract 7 to both sides, we end up with 2x, which is equal to 19 minus 7, which is 12. Now the next step is we want to solve for x. Now since it's 2 times x, and we want that 2 to then become a 1, since it's times, we have to do the opposite of multiplication. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. If we divide both sides by 2, we get x, which is equal to 6. So the solution is, or the solution set is 6 with the braces, and it is a conditional statement. If we wanted to check to make sure we are correct, we can plug 6 back into the original equation. So we get 2 times 6 plus 7 equals 19. 12 plus 7 is 19, so therefore we can clarify that this checks.